Hey guys, we'll be back into this new video tutorial with your OAC Pro. Otherwise, in this video, actually, I said, my friends, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, actually, it's going to pain me so badly. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I encourage you, please, members, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Support me by, by you just click on that, that thing you're seeing moving on your screen. Okay, on the other way around, let's see how to get started with this on how we really going to get started with it. I'm going to just be showing today on this video on how to design a simple, nice looking interface with a complete kind of maybe which system should we look onto. Let me just look onto something simple. Let me look onto designing up a complete, simple, nice, simple calculator. You get? So let's look onto that. If that's the case, simple calculator that can only add two numbers. If it is okay with you, just going to want addition, kind of adding up just addition numbers. So maybe adding numbers, like adding two numbers. If that's the case, adding two numbers. How do you do that in Microsoft Word? So the first thing we need a label. We can always provide a label here, like maybe you can simply call maybe addition of two numbers. So that's what I'm looking onto. So I'm going to just click on here and I go to font. I try to increase that to a designed kind of sized font or something like that. Addition of two numbers. Now we need just to get something called label on here. So to put that, just going to put maybe first number. So that's our first number. You can hold the Ctrl A and then Ctrl V to paste that stuff. This is second number. So that's going to be second. Yeah, that's second number. So click on here, just hold the Ctrl and click also here. You hold the Ctrl as you click that to increase on the font size based on the designed or desired font you would like to use, and then try to maximize that. That's how it will be like. So I have the first number and the second number just right here. I need to get sum, so just hold Ctrl V to give us sum, and our sum is going to be down here. So the first thing I'm going to do to increase on that, I'm going to increase that to get sum, and I'll need our sum to be bold. You get? So I'll need to do that so that I give this to be bold, if it is okay with us. So our sum is that little bit bold. So we need now, the next thing is now text box. So the text box, this first text box, to pick the first number, hold the Ctrl V and hold the Ctrl to paste that there. That's the second number, and then we have the one for sum. So we need now to pick something in our mind. So we need that. So that's it. So I have this first number, second number, and that's the sum. So we have this. Enter the first number, maybe that. Enter the second number, that's it. And when you click add, we should get the summation of those numbers. So this is what you have to do. And then on the other way around, if that's the case, so just need a button called add. So I'm going to click on a button called add. When someone click on add or sum up those guys stuff, so just going to click there, and then I try to increase on that little bit. So I'm going to just move this one off. We don't need it, so I'm just going to put my button underneath there. Is it okay? So when someone click on add, you should find those things added. You get? So it's telling me please subscribe to YouTube channel, because that is the very button I'm working up with. That was what previously I did on. So if you cross check here, click here, that's from text box 1. That's what's giving me that option. So I don't need this at the moment. So I can just one on us comment it. Get? So in comment you give 2 3. Get? 3. So I think you can say I have commented up that piece of line of code. So if you go back again down here, click here. There's nothing you can do because I commented up. So I'm sorry that I'm showing all this, but I've not yet shown how guys comment. So in the next video, I'm going to be making a video on how to comment up a program, how to write a comment in a Microsoft Word application VBA. So I'm going to be showing you next video. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to go on this video without doing that with you. But otherwise, that's how they do it. So in a simple term, I'm going to show you how this wants this, and then it should give us some here. So and this is it. I'm going to go back here on my code a little bit. I'm going to click here and hold Ctrl, and then I try to increase on my font size so that it can a little bit look presentable. So that's it. So that implies when I'm trying to write here, looks kind of big enough for someone to see what I'm trying to get. And when I click it, I should get sum here. So what are we summing? We are summing up text box 1, text box 2 to give us the summation text box 3. So this is it. To do that, this is it. When you click here, this is it. Click and see. This is text box. When you click it, that's text box 1. You see? So click here, that's text box 2, and this is text box 3. So double click here to take us to the code environment. So that's our comment. So I'm going to just do something here. So we have define. We need to define something. We're going to simply say dim t1 dim first num or first num as. You need to know the type in which you're going to talk to those integers. Maybe as int, as integer. Dim first num as integer. Dim sec num as. So you are looking onto which format are we trying to look onto, how these numbers are going to be triggered. You get? So also dim sum. So also need to dim sum. Dim sum as integer. Sorry, as integer. You get? Dim sum as integer. Like that. So it's like I'm trying to say, how are we going to get those numbers? You're going to get first num and second num as integers. But remember, our first num, dim num, is equal to having text box. That's text box 1, text box 1 dot text. Remember, we have text box 1 dot text. So we have sec num equals to having one as text box 2. If you remember very well, that's it. We have text box 2 dot text. You guys remember that? And if you remember very well, we have our sum. Sum equals to the real text box, which is text box 3. Text box 3 dot text. You get? Now that's the scenario. But this time around, what are you talking about? That's like trying to say that text box 1 dot text is equivalent to f name and first number, and text box 2 equals to second number, and then sum is text box 3. So we don't need to let all those things go on to that. But I'm trying to let you know, it's going to take a little process, but I want you guys to build the complete constants. That implies in simple time I have another topics that I'll be showing you on the next video after the one on us understanding comments. I will show you in the next video after comments. I'll also break for you down one on us operators and how to deal with them in one on us Microsoft Word application programming. Now on the other way around, we have something that we need to break down to understand how the concept moves. Now this is what I've let you know. Remember, we are trying to say our sum is equivalent to having f name of first number plus s num. You get? And then I want them to be pointing to text box 3. So same as saying text box 3 dot text is only equal to sum. So that implies at the end of the day we need our sum to be equivalent to that. You get? So let's try to check and see whether what I've did is just right, what I expected. Let me try to do that. Oh, there's some kind of try to debug that. It's telling me text. Oh, he had made a mistake. Sorry for that. So I need to comment this down here first of all. I need to comment that there. Good. So I need to comment that there so that I can try to give that scenario down there. Sum. So remember, that's not that. So that's not that. So I'm just going to try to first end this, and I say text box 3 equals to sum. Get? So let me try to do that again. So I think you can see the other side. I'm sorry, I was trying to make some mistake, but I'm going to explain to you back again. This is it. I happen to just move it up at once so that you can get to know. This is it. I said f name equals that, this equals that, then sum equals to this and that. So at the end of the day, one text box 3 to be equals to this, and that's why at the end of the day, when you try to add here and try to say maybe 7 plus 8, trust me, that one has to be 15. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you find it interesting, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can always raise this channel? My friend, I want to make 1,000. If you know this is your first time to watch this video and you really find that for sure it's good for you to support me, I really request you, I'm just kneeling down begging, please subscribe on my YouTube channel, share this video to your friends so that you can reach to your closest friend. I know you might be at college level, I know you might be at secondary school level, I don't know which level you might be, but you might be interested in this. Why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel so next time you're just going to be getting the video as I upload, you're going to be among the first guys to be tuned to the next video. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.